Tony and his father Andrew and Mummy have returned home from the market. When they come back, they sees that the entire kitchen stuff was scattered, and gold ornaments have been stolen from their house. Seeing this, both of them get scared and immediately calls Detective Mehul.
So much gold was stolen from your house. Who knew about the gold?
Some friends of my neighborhood knew.
Mehul calls the neighbors and asks them,
When Andrew's house was stolen, where were you all?
Sir, I had gone to the market with my family. I don't know anything about this. Beat the thief a lot.
Sir, my boss gave me extra work today, so I was busy with that. It's terrible that gold was stolen from my friend Andrew's house. My poor friend.
Sir, I was sleeping at my house. I do not know anything. I hope my friend has not suffered much loss.
Detective Mehul listens to the trio and understands who has committed the theft. Did you understand? Mehul did not tell any of Andrew's friends that the gold had been stolen, just said that Andrew's house has been stolen. How will Ronnie know that gold has been stolen? It means he has committed theft. Mehul catches him. Let's see the next puzzle. Thomas and Mary come near Mehul and tell him,
Someone has kidnapped my son Bob and has demanded money.
Do you suspect anyone?
Yes, we are suspicious of 4 people because they are jealous of us for being rich.
Okay, take me to those 4 people's houses.
Mehul first goes to Ryan's house and looks at Ryan's house carefully.
When did you saw Bob for the last time?
I saw him yesterday in the park.
Then Mehul goes to John's house and looks at the house carefully and says,
When was the last time Bob came to your house?
Why would Bob come to my house? I used to see him with his father only.
After this, Mehul goes to Rocky's house and after taking a close look at the house, he says,
Did Bob used to come to your house?
No, he never came here. I see him only when I go to drop my son to school.
Mehul watches the CCTV footage of Bob's last location, in which Bob is seen sitting in a car. As soon as he sees this footage, he understands who was Bob's kidnapper. Did you understand? Observe things carefully. John has kidnapped Bob. He said that Bob has never come to his house, so how did Bob's bag reach his house? Look at this in the footage. The bag which in footage is at John's house. Mehul has caught John, and Bob is also found at his house. For more such amazing puzzles, subscribe to the channel quickly. Let's see the next puzzle. Edwin, Brain and Sam were very good friends. Once all 3 of them went to the bank, where Edwin opened his locker and kept his wife's jewelry in it. But when Edwin went back to check after a few days, the jewelry was missing. Edwin calls Detective Mehul to find out who committed the theft. Detective Mehul takes the key from Edwin and checks it. When Mehul washes the key, foam comes out of it.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Detective Mehul asks Brain and Sam. Brain says, Sir, I said bye to Edwin from the bank and went to my home. I had not even joined the party that day, which he had organized.
Sir, I went with Edwin to grocery store to get some household items and then came to my house. We both partied that night and then in the morning Edwin went back to his home.
Detective Mehul listens to both of them and understands who can commit the theft. Can you understand? Sam was with Edwin the whole day. They went to the grocery store first and then went to the party. Means, he took soap from the grocery store and then at the time of the party, he got the chance and took the print of his key on the soap, so when Mehul washed the key, foam came out of it. Mehul catches Sam. Let's look at the next puzzle. William goes to Simon's house with his 2 friends, Liza and Oliver. There they see Simon's dead body lying in his room. They immediately calls Detective Mehul there. As soon as Mehul arrives, he looks around and then asks all 3 of them,
Where were you 3 coming from to meet Simon?
Sir, I am coming straight from office. Today Simon had planned to meet me, and you are suspecting me for Simon's murder.
Sir, I was in the restaurant at 2 o'clock having lunch. So how can I kill the Simon?
Sir, I was at home the whole day today. There was no work, so I was just cleaning the house and on Simon's request I had gone to his house.
Mehul listens to 3 and understands who the murderer is. Did you understand? Look carefully at Simon's watch. It is broken and stuck on 2 o'clock. Means there must have been a fight and during that time the watch broke and stopped. And look at the time on the watch. The exact time is 2 o'clock. Liza also mentions 2 o'clock in her statement. How did she come to know that the murder had taken place at 2 o'clock? That means she has committed murder. Mehul arrests Liza. Let's see the next puzzle. Harry and Sarah come near Mehul and tell him.
Sir, a lot of jewelry and money has been stolen from my house.
Do you suspect anyone?
Yes, we are suspicious of 3 people because they are jealous of us for being rich.
Okay, take me to the house of those 3 people.
First of all, Mehul goes to John's house and observes very carefully in the house.
John, when did you go to Sarah's house last time?
I went there last night. There was a party.
Then Mehul goes to Jack's house and looks at the house carefully.
Jack, have you ever seen anything strange around Sarah's house?
I have never been there. I don't know where is her house. I don't know what happened there.
After that, Mehul goes to Simon's house and looks at the house carefully.
Simon, do you go to Sarah's house?
Yes, sir. I go there often because we both are good friends.
After that, Mehul checks the CCTV footage outside Sarah's house in which a man is seen stealing. As soon as Mehul sees the footage, he understands who has committed the theft. Did you figure out who stole it? The theft has been done by Jack, because the thief is wearing yellow-colored shoes which are clearly visible in CCTV footage. And see, the shoes are also dirty. Exactly the same dirty shoes are there in Jack's house too. How is this possible? Means he is the thief. Mehul catches him. Let's see the next puzzle. Once a theft took place in ACD Bank. The manager of the bank called Detective Mehul. At that time there were only 3 employees in the bank. Mehul interrogates all 3.
Where were you guys when the theft happened?
Sir, I was giving water to the manager.
Sir, I was working in my cabin.
Sir, I was having lunch. I don't know anything about this.
Detective Mehul listens to all and then checks the CCTV footages of the time of the theft. And just by watching the footage he understands who is lying. The advisor did the theft. Because he told that he was having lunch at the time of the theft, but who eats lunch early in the morning? The theft took place at 10:20 a.m. Look at in the footage. Means advisor is lying. Mehul catches him. Let's see the next puzzle. Once 5 friends, Thomas, Harry, Samuel, Anna, Emma, were sitting in a dark room and enjoying watching a movie on the projector. Just then there is a sound of glass falling. As they turn on the light, they see that Harry has died. All 4 of them get very scared, and Samuel immediately calls Detective Mehul. Dr. Sanjana also reaches there with Mehul. Dr. Sanjana takes a sample of juice from Harry and tests it to find out that it is poisonous or not.
That is not poisonous. Poison has been given to Harry by some other thing.
Then Dr. Sanjana tests the samples of 4 beer glasses kept on the table.
Among them one of these glasses contained poison, which Harry drank. That is, the murderer had given beer to Harry and taken it back.
Or both of them might have exchanged glasses of beer and juice.
But it is difficult to know who had the poisoned beer glass. Detective Army, can you tell by looking at all the 4 who might have given that poisoned glass to Harry? Look carefully, there is a red lipstick mark on the juice glass. Emma's lipstick is red, and it is on the juice glass. But if she was also drinking beer, then Mark should there too. Because look at the glass, there is a pink lipstick mark which is Anna's lipstick color. Means Emma mixed poison in the beer. Exchanged glasses. And then when Harry drank beer and exchanged it with his glass again. But she made the mistake of drinking juice, due to which lipstick marks appeared on the juice glass. Mehul catches her. Let's see the next puzzle. Ronnie had a big deal today and he had a lot of cash. Ronnie goes out for his work, and when he comes back, he sees that all his money has been stolen. Ronnie immediately calls Mehul and tells him everything about the theft. At that time there were 5 people in the office.
What were you all doing at the time of the theft?
Sir, I went outside to drink coffee.
Sir, I was sitting at the desk and working.
Sir, I went along with Ronnie.
Sir, I was not feeling well, so I was taking rest in the rest area.
Mehul listens to everyone's conversation and takes a good look at the entire office and understands who the thief is. Did you understand? John said that he went outside to drink coffee, but look, there is a coffee cup on his desk and it has coffee. So how can he go out to have coffee? He lied, he has stole. Mehul catches him. Let's look at the next puzzle. Alex goes to a jewelry shop where he sees a bag, and as he goes near the bag it finds a bomb in it. He immediately calls the detective Mehul there. Mehul leaves everyone there aside and interrogates 4 people one by one.
For what purpose did you guys come here?
Sir, I came here to give tea.
Sir, I just came here to find out the rate of gold.
I just wanted one ring.
Sir, I came to buy gold jewelry.
Mehul listens to everyone's conversation and watches the footage. After seeing the footage, Mehul immediately understands who had planted the bomb. Look carefully at the bag in which the bomb is kept. It was the same bag that Joseph had brought inside the shop. He does not have that bag with him right now. Means Joseph has planted the bomb. Mehul immediately arrests Joseph. Let's look at the next puzzle. A lot of petrol spills on a petrol pump and catches fire. The fire was increasing and slowly moving forward. And just 5 meters away, huge drums of petrol were kept. If the fire reaches that far, there will be a blast. Thomas brings a water pipe to pour water, but the manager of the place stops him from pouring water. Can you tell why the manager stopped Thomas from pouring water? Pouring water did not extinguish the petrol fire, but rather it spread further and reaches to the drum very quickly. The manager immediately moves forward and throws a lot of soil, which puts out the fire. Let's move on to the next puzzle. Once upon a time, an old woman was drying clothes in her balcony. Suddenly, she fell down and died. But his son standing below considers it as murder and calls Detective Mehul. Mehul comes and looks carefully at the balcony.
The balcony is too high for an old woman to climb, and the flower pot is broken too.
Detective Mehul then asks questions to the old woman's son and daughter-in-law.
I was going to office. I saw mother falling down. I called you immediately.
I was working in the kitchen. I just heard the scream.
Mehul goes and checks the kitchen, then Mehul observes the whole place again. Mehul immediately understands who the murderer is. But did you understand? Look carefully. The first thing Mehul observed was that the balcony is high, means one must have needed a ladder or a chair to climb up to the balcony. Secondly, the flower pot in the balcony is broken and its soil has fallen, which means it is possible that the person who went to the balcony may have soil on their feet. Look at this chair kept in the kitchen. There is soil on it. This is the proof that the daughter-in-law has pushed her mother-in-law. Mehul catches her. Let's see the next puzzle. Alia has a dream at night. Alia is standing on the bank of a pond and a mango tree is planted in the middle of the pond. Imitator monkey is sitting on the top of the tree. Alia can't go inside the pond, but she wants mango. Can you tell what Alia can do? Think carefully. The monkey sitting on the tree is an imitator. Means he will do as Alia does. Alia picks up small stones lying below and starts throwing them towards the monkey. The imitator monkey did not have stones, so he plucked the mango and threw it towards Alia. Mango comes and hits Alia on the head and Alia wakes up. Let's look at the next puzzle.